Hello, it's me Harley, back at again for yet another video, and today I am going to be talking to you about a con artist, or a con company. There's a chance that you saw in a previous video I went to Desford Tropical Birdland. Now, I hadn't originally planned to do a video on that, but I ended up going there instead of doing what I initially planned. I'm not complaining. I love Desford Birdland now and I plan to return. It's something that I was going to do anyway. It was just sped forward a bit. Now then, I am absolutely livid with this place that I'm going to be talking about, and that place is Charnwood Forest Alpaca Farm, or Pucker Packers. They've got various different names which, to be honest with you, now I'm thinking about it, is a bit of an alarm bell. Because surely if you had a good, well-rounded company which gets really good reviews, you'd want all of your names on the internet, all of your names in real life to be the same. Because you'd want your name and reputation associated with good stuff, essentially. This place doesn't. It has multiple different names, which I didn't know about when I booked this experience I bought from them. And thinking on it, I think they're just trying to hide bad reviews, because now I've looked into it myself, there's a very, very big divide between people who are really, really happy with a place and people like me who are not. It goes from 5-star review to 1-star review without any real difference in between. It's very rare to come across a 3-star, 4-star review about this place. So, Pucker Alpacas, that's the name that I bought off, so I'll use that one because it's the one that I'm most associated with. However, I do believe it's actually called Charnwood Forest Alpacas. Avoid this place at all cost. I'm telling you this because I now understand why there's a very, very big difference between the reviews, whether you're really happy or not. These people have zero customer service. If they went to a customer service school learning how to deal with people, then they need their money back because they were ripped off. I shall go into detail about what happened. Initially, I bought an experience for Pucker Alpacas at a place called notonthehighstreet.com. If you don't know what notonthehighstreet.com is, they sell all kinds of things, from personalised items to things you use every day to experiences and small trips and holidays. Now, before I continue, I must say I have no complaints with Not on the High Street. Not on the High Street generally is very reputable, and I am in no way going, don't go to them. However, I am saying don't go to one of the companies they're promoting. Why are they still promoting it, you might ask? Surely that's an alarm bell. That's simply because not enough people have bought the experiences and they haven't left enough reviews for them to go, hang on a second, this may not be what we want to advertise. Right at this very moment, I don't think Not in the High Street is doing anything wrong by promoting this place, because, like me, they didn't know how much of a con artist these people are. Originally, I bought this fun alpaca trekking and afternoon tea for my mum for Christmas. Yay! It's not something you think of. You don't usually think, you know what goes really well with taking llamas for walkies? Afternoon tea, and put them together. I just thought it was something fun, something silly that both me and my mum could enjoy as a Christmas present. I buy it for her. I get some of the details through an email. On Christmas, I tell her, guess what we're doing? We're doing this. Now fast forward to about 6 weeks before the actual date we arranged to go and see the llamas. I'm trying to book my place. I'm trying to get my llama experience. I want to pet those llamas. I want to hug them. I want to cuddle them. I just want to enjoy the llamas. Who doesn't? That's why we bought it. You can't book the only way they've told us how to book. The piece of information we are given is a telephone number we're told to call so we can book an appointment and do our thing. However, the phone number, every single time I rang it, I would get it go through to an answer machine like thing, but it wasn't an answer machine, and basically go, this is Pucker Alpacas, you can't book in this manner, goodbye, and that's it. They wouldn't give you an alternate option. They wouldn't let you leave an answer machine message so somebody else could get back to you. They just said, no, you can't book this way, bye. So that forced me to have to get into contact with the Not on the High Street people, because I didn't know who to contact. As I said, there was all sorts of various names this company went by, and the only information I could get was information under the Pucker Packers, like, franchise thing, and that just led to that phone call again and again and again. I'm on the phone with Not on the High Street. I go, I can't book my appointment. I've bought this experience. It's £100. It's not cheap. It's a really quite big experience. I can't book it. They're refusing to let me book. They say, okay then, don't worry, I'll get in contact with them and hopefully they'll be in contact with you in the next 24, 48 hours. 24, 48 hours pass. Still no sign of anything. I have to call Not on the High Street again. I had to call Not on the High Street 3 times before I got any kind of response from Pucker Alpacas. And they said, go to this other company name, website, and book through the internet. So reluctantly, I do that and I get that sorted out, but finally, we have a date. By now, we've missed the date I'd initially planned because they've been faffing us around so much, but we've got it done. I could go and see these alpacas with my mum and have an afternoon tea, like I'd planned to begin with. Well, the day of the alpaca thing comes up, and things don't go exactly the way we planned. Now, I was driving down. Pucker Alpacas or Charnwood Forest Alpacas, whatever name you want to go by, is not a close location to us. We live a long way. Things can happen. What happened to me during my journey to this alpaca place? The car broke down twice, coming to a stop and refusing to turn on. Such fun. Just what I want in this kind of situation. The second thing that happens, quite clearly, somebody is trying to set us up for an insurance claim crash scam thing. This car, on a roundabout, clearly tries to ram into me. Thankfully, I am a very safe driver. I can't boast too much because I've not got many things to boast about, but I know I'm a safe driver and managed to avoid this collision. This guy had decided in his infinite wisdom he wasn't going to indicate when leaving a roundabout. In the process, he was planning on ramming into me and then making it my fault and then insurance money, It was quite clearly one of those situations because he was aiming for me. That was not a debatable topic. Again, I am really, really very stressed. It is also roasting, so I'm really hot and bothered, which is not helping the situation, but again, I'm a safe driver, I keep calm, I go, never mind, just continue going, we've got to get to this appointment. We then get stuck behind highway maintenance for miles. Like this big ass truck you cannot overtake that's going about 10 miles per hour no matter what the speed limit is. We get stuck behind him. As soon as I can, now I'm not complaining at those guys, they're just doing their job. Highway maintenance is something that needs to be done, but it's just sod's law that I get stuck behind the highway maintenance when I'm in a hurry. We finally arrive at this Pucker Packers Charnwood Forest Alpaca place, whatever you want to blooming call it, I don't care. We'll just call it the Alpaca Satan place because the people who work there are not nice. We arrive. We are a bit late. We are 9 minutes late to be precise when entering. Anyway, I've ran up to the thing to try and get it sorted out. At this point, I wasn't sufficiently late to have missed anything big. In the alpaca tour thing with the other people in the like trek, at most they'll have gone, this is an alpaca. And the alpaca would have just stood there. At most they'd have got the harnesses on. They would have not left at that point. There is no way they would have introduced people to the alpacas, got the alpacas all set up and ready, and started already walking in that 9 minutes. That is not something that was possible. We are told we are too late to do anything. We cannot catch up with them. We cannot continue our tour thing. We are not allowed to see the alpacas anymore. And that's because we are late. That's annoying. I can kind of understand it. There's no real leeway they're giving us. Maybe we can arrange this for another date. Oh no, you can't do that. You can't do that. We've already set up and things. Okay. How about we do this then? We go, is there any way we could forget about the afternoon tea and only do the alpaca walk bit but on a different day? Because we still want to see the alpacas. We're here for the alpacas. That way we're still at least seeing them. No. At this point they are being really very terse and rude. They're not shouting at us, but they are certainly being very snappy, very rude. I'm really stressed out. I've already explained what a terrible journey I've had getting there and how distressed I am. I came into the alpaca place with tears pouring down my face because of how hellish that journey had been. So they know I am not in a very comfortable position. What would most people do in that situation? What would most companies do? The company is there to try and make us want to come back. The company wants our custom. They want us to come back and spend more money because that's how companies work. So you'd expect them to try and satisfy the customer and come up with another plan. Does that happen? No. They just end up being incredibly rude, very condescending towards us. That's the only way to describe it. They're like rude and condescending. They're not shouting, they're not actively insulting us, but at the same time, they're not being nice people either. We are trying to think of any way possible for us to still see the llamas, because we don't want to go home without seeing llamas, and or if we do have to go home without seeing llamas, we want to be able to see them another day. They say in the small print of us buying it that if we are late, we aren't allowed to see them. At this point, I'm in like floods of tears. I've no longer got my mum's Christmas present. My mum hasn't got a Christmas present anymore. I've just had to go through the journey of hell, and something I have been planning for months, and something that I had a lot of problems arranging because of the company in the first place. I'm now not doing it. So I'm now just in floods of tears and all pretty hysterical, I must confess. I was in no comfortable situation. We then go, okay then, we're going to cut our losses, but we still want to see the llamas. And my mum decides that what she's going to do is she's just going to pay to do it a second time. So forget about that £100, we'll pay a second lot of money to do it. We're essentially offering to pay £200 to see llamas. That is beyond mental in my mind, but we were so upset that's what we were planning to do. Can we arrange to see the llamas on another day? Oh no, we can't do bookings here. You can only book online. Excuse me? Are you seriously telling me that the company at the company's location doesn't do bookings for the company? Who does that? Like, seriously? I can't explain how ridiculous that is. That's like going to, I don't know, Sainsbury's and going, I want to buy some bread, I want to buy some corn, and I want to buy a packet of crisps. And then going, oh yeah, you can do that, but you can only buy it online and then collect it here. You can't just buy it in the shop. They wouldn't let us do any form of booking and say you have to redo it online. No way! No way are we going to do that. You have conned us out of £100 already. You have been nothing but insulting and rude towards us. Why the hell would we want to come back? The worst part of this is, until this situation, I hadn't known, but apparently llama walking is a big thing here in England, and there are many places closer to us with better reputations than that place. I'm a composed, rational human being. Yeah, no. I don't know how that company gets away with what they do. Technically, if you are 1 second late, they can scam you out of your money, and they will do so. If you go to this company, you might be one of the lucky ones, like the people who give it 5-star reviews, who manage to get there in time because all of the forces of nature don't come and attack you on your way there. It's not like we were no-shows. It's not like we were ridiculously late. We were a little bit late, and surely their customer service, like, expertise, supposedly, should have found a way to mend or rectify the result. I would highly advise anybody considering using pucker packers to just not go. I am not kidding you. They are con artists. That's the only way to describe it. If you're unlucky enough to be 1 second late or 1 minute late, you will be conned out of every penny you have paid towards it. We had planned to get there early, but I couldn't help the fact that somebody decided that they were going to try and kill me on a roundabout. I couldn't factor into the fact that highway maintenance was going to decide to lead us astray. I could not help the fact that our car broke down twice. We still managed to get there though in enough time to be able to catch up if the company had been willing enough to help us catch up. That's my llama drama. That's my llama con. Me and my mum have decided that what we're going to do is we are going to go llama walking at some point, but we're going to go with a completely different company. I'd go to someone who is much closer than they are. But I couldn't just, like, not do anything about it. There's no way I'm going to get my money back or anything like that. My mum's not going to get that specific Christmas present. I'm going to redo it, and we're going to do it again. But it's still so bloody frustrating that I was ripped out of £100. Me and my dad. That's what we'd got my mum for Christmas, and it's so annoying. I spent so much time and effort in that. It was a royal pain in the neck to arrange in the first place because the company does not help you in any way, shape or form. The company is the least accommodating company I have ever known. Well, maybe other than Ryanair. Pucker Alpaca's customer service, I'd say, is about on par with Ryanair, as in, they don't have any. Now I've wound myself up for this video. Doodle pipple beans.